Day 2, we had hoped we can go to the same spot and then they'd be transitioning back over the saddle, because they didn't really even notice that I was there, even with the arrow shot at them.
Maybe we couldn't catch them, the same herd, or maybe a lone cow, or maybe a different group coming over.
This is day number 2, and we're posting up in a little better position on that transition spot. But they didn't come through here yesterday until like, I can't remember, like 7, 8 o'clock or something, so fingers crossed.
So we get there bright and early, ready to ambush, and then Dave sees them a couple miles away.
I turn and look on across the valley on the opposite end going diagonal, and I spot something. I don't know if it's a deer, if it's an elk, what it is. I just spot something out there.
So we have a couple different glassing points around here, and I was looking across to an area where we generally glass from, and I spotted a herd of elk, a small herd, about I don't know, it was like 6, 7, and they were far enough away it was kind of hard to tell, but I think I spotted that same bull of the herd we were chasing yesterday. So they're far off, and it's really thick in here, so they can disappear easy. We knew coming to this area was a gamble if they'd show up or not, but I'm pretty sure that it was that same herd. It's kind of like a punch to the solar plexus.
Kind of a tough loss there, but just getting into the elk that early. We've had trips where we haven't seen any the entire time, and this time we saw them on day 1. Day 2 we saw them from a distance.
So we decided to stick to the plan and watch that overpass, and then later in the day the plan was to go chase the herd and see if we can't connect with them again.
So we were just kind of hoping that we would get maybe some other random cows or something come through here. Nothing. So that right there, that ridge is where we saw the herd. So we're going to head that direction and see if we can't run into them again. In years past, this water hasn't been available, but with the heavy winter we've had, this water right here at the source is really good because the cows, they can't get, the moo cows, they can't get back in this area right here. So that's good to know. We got over to the other side where we saw the elk go and just kind of poked around a little bit to see if we could learn or understand where they went. And it's about midday now, so we're actually we gotta head back to the trucks. We're camped about a mile from the trucks inside, so we're gonna run back to the trucks, restock on some fuel and some other things, some food for tomorrow, and then we're gonna come back out, and then we're not quite sure yet what we're going to do for tonight's hunt, so we got to figure that piece out. We made it back to the trucks, and guys, I just haven't been filming a lot, but we had one of these peak refuels. It's a breakfast skillet. Cooked up some bacon. We're kind of living fat right now. And I have so all my food's in here. I have some ketchup in there, peppers. I mean, it's just luxury right now.
And psychologically it was nice. We normally have trail food, backpack food the whole time. This time we did a little different. Our diet's a little different. Cooked some bacon midway through. We had pop, which we decided that, last trip, right? Yeah, that'd be a great break to have in there. Water and Propel is great, but some Coke or Dr. Pepper goes a long way too.
I'd be lying to you if I didn't say today was a little bit of a disappointment. This is part of the learning process, but there's a lot of wins on this trip so far, so that's good. But being up there thinking or hoping that maybe the elk were transitioning from maybe feeding and bedding or water or something, that we might be able to catch them going across again and then looking across the valley and go, oh, they're way over there. So we really were never able to locate him again. And then we've just been kind of bouncing around from spot to spot this evening and just haven't seen much of anything. So, yeah. Trying to keep my spirits up. Tomorrow, I think what we're going to do is, instead of hitting that transition spot, is we're going to go down and sit some water in the morning. We likely will have to go back to the trucks to resupply. That's kind of why we're only 1 mile from the trucks. Our camp is set up, is because we didn't know what the water situation would be. And so we've got about a bunch of water in the trucks. So we've been utilizing that. And in some cases when we get out, we look at water and then we go, okay, what's closest? The truck to camp being the center point. What's the closest water? Truck or this water that's way out there? So we just kind of weigh that out. So we're setting this up a little different this year. We'll see how it goes. I'm tired. I'm rambling. Good night.
So day 3 we went down and sat some water.
My brother comes down and he's got this look on his face.